So you have a 9-month-old baby and you are hopefully getting the hang of things at this point. You've been a parent for over half a year and you're wondering whether or not your child is developmentally where they're supposed to be. If you are wondering that, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to walk you through all of the developmental milestones using the Ages and Stages Questionnaire rubric. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Ginny. I am a certified teacher, doctoral student in my last semester before I graduate as a doctor in education. And I am also a mom of 2 girls, Alice and Mina. And like I said, this video I'm going to cover the 9-month Ages and Stages Questionnaire milestones. This particular questionnaire, the Ages and Stages Questionnaire, is designed to be a milestone tracker, but more than that, it's actually a screener tool that's used by a lot of hospitals and doctors' offices to identify possible developmental delays. Now, if your child scores lower than what I talked about in this video, it doesn't mean that there's immediately something wrong. It just means that it might be something that you might want to consider bringing up with your pediatrician. The Ages and Stages Questionnaire is broken down into 5 key areas of skills: communication, gross motor skills, fine motor skills, personal social skills, and problem-solving skills. Each of these 5 areas are going to have a couple of different questions that you're going to be asked. When you answer the questions, and I recommend you pause it and you answer them and then total up a score. That'll give you a real picture of where your child is. You're going to answer either yes, sometimes, or not yet. If you answer yes for a question, you're going to assign 10 points for that answer. If you assign sometimes for that question, you're going to give 5 points for that answer. And if you answer not yet, that is 0 points. Each section will have a total, a cutoff score basically, for where your child should be. The great thing about the Ages and Stages Questionnaire is the fact that your child doesn't have to be able to do every single one of these to be developmentally exactly where they need to be in a particular area. But you'll see what I mean when we get there. Let's go ahead and jump into the first section, which is communication skills. Does your baby make sounds like da, ga, ka, and ba? Amma. If you copy the sounds your baby makes, does your baby make the sounds back to you? Does your baby make 2 similar sounds like baba, dada, or gaga? The sounds don't have to mean anything. If you ask your baby to, does your baby play at least one nursery rhyme game even if you don't show him how to do it? Examples of this are bye-bye, or peekaboo, or clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Does your baby follow one simple command without you using gestures, such as put it back, give it to me, come here? Does your baby say 3 words such as mama, dada, and baba? A word in this case is something that is consistently said by your child to mean something, and animal sounds do count. So those are the 6 questions for communication skills. So go ahead and add up the total score that your child achieved. For your child to be developmentally where they're supposed to be in communication, you are looking for a specific cutoff score of 13.97. So of all the 6 questions, as long as you're hitting above 13.97, your child is not considered a communication developmental concern yet. If you're close to the cutoff score though, it might be something you might want to try to intervene with or work more with your child with, but you're looking for that score of 13.97. The second section of the Ages and Stages Questionnaire is gross motor skills. If you hold both hands just to balance your baby, does she support her own weight while standing? When sitting on the floor, does your baby sit up straight for several minutes without using his hands for support? Can you say mama? Mama, llama. When you stand your baby next to furniture or the crib rail, does she stand next to it without leaning her chest on it for support? While holding on to furniture, does your baby bend down and pick up a toy from the floor and then return to a standing position? You can do it, you can do it. Look. While holding on to furniture, does your baby lower himself with control, so not flopping or falling down? Does your baby walk beside furniture while holding on with only one hand in use? So that is the entire gross motor milestone section. Again, total up the score for all 6 of those I just mentioned for gross motor skills, and you are looking for your cutoff score of 17.82 points. So as long as your child is scoring above that cutoff score, it's not considered necessarily a developmental concern at this time. Let's move on to the next section of the Ages and Stages Questionnaire, which is fine motor skills. Does your baby pick up a small toy with only one hand?
What is she? You little stinker!
Does your baby successfully pick up a crumb or Cheerio by using her thumb and all her fingers in a raking motion? If she already picks up a crumb or Cheerio, mark yes for this one. Does your baby pick up a small toy using the tips of his thumbs and fingers? You should see a space between his palm and the toy. After 1 or 2 tries, does your baby pick up a piece of string with her first finger and thumb? The string may be attached to a toy.
Hey, you're cheating. There you go.
Does your baby pick up a crumb or Cheerio using the tips of his thumb and fingers? He may rest his arms or hand on a table while doing it.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Does your baby put a small toy down without dropping it and then take her hand off the toy? So that is the entire fine motor skills question. Again, you're going to add up all of the points that you assign for this section, and you're looking for meeting or exceeding the cutoff score for fine motor skills of 31.32 points. So as long as you're above 31.32 points, your child is considered developmentally where they need to be for fine motor skills. The next section of the Ages and Stages Questionnaire is problem-solving skills. Does your baby pass a toy back and forth from one hand to the other?
Blub, 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 blub.
Does your baby pick up 2 small toys, one in each hand, and hold on to them for about 1 minute?
That's an avocado.
When holding a toy in his hand, does your baby bang that toy against another toy on the table?
Dat, 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 dat.
While holding a small toy in each hand, does your baby clap the toys together? Does your baby poke at or try to get a crumb or a Cheerio that's inside of a clear bottle?
It's in there. You have the right idea.
After watching you hide a small toy under a blanket or a cloth, is your baby able to find it? Be sure that the toy is completely hidden. So that is the entire problem-solving section. When you add up all of the points that you just assigned to your child in the problem-solving section, you're looking to meet or exceed the cutoff score of 28.72 points. So as long as you meet or exceed that cutoff score, your child is considered developmentally not of concern at this time. If you're near the cutoff score though, it might be something you want to intervene with or add some extra activities to support that development. The final section of the Ages and Stages Questionnaire is personal social skills. While your baby is on her back, does she put her foot in her mouth? Does your baby drink water, juice, or formula from a cup while you hold it? Does your baby feed himself a cracker or cookie? When you hold out your hand and ask for her toy, does your baby offer it to you even if she doesn't let go of it? If she already lets go of the toy into your hand, mark yes for this. When you dress your baby, does he push his arm through a sleeve once you've started the arm in the sleeve?
Pull your arm. Good job. 2 arms.
When you hold out your hand and ask for her toy, does your baby drop the toy into your hand? So that's the entire personal social skill questions. And you're looking for a cutoff score of 18.91 to meet or exceed. If your child is reaching 18.91 or above, it's considered developmentally not of concern at this time in terms of personal social skills. So that is the entire Ages and Stages Questionnaire for 9 months. One thing I did want to mention here at the end though is don't forget, if you have a NICU graduate, you go by adjusted age, not actual age. And this questionnaire goes all the way to 9 months and 30 days. So if you do this at 9 months and 1 day and you're concerned, maybe wait a couple more weeks and then try some of these activities again. You'd be amazed at how much growth your child will make in that 1 month. I hope this was helpful for you, and if you have a child that's another age, I have a whole playlist right up here that I will put for different Ages and Stages Questionnaire milestones, all the way up to over 2 years old at this point. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.